Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. Welcome to episode 1 of A Galaxy Reborn, a Star Wars tale. Story. I can't even fucking remember the own name of my own game. Fuck, off to a great start, but, I mean, would it begin any other way than me fucking up the name? Like, that just feels like the most on brand for me. So, we are starting a Star Wars D20 game, because we're all fucking nerds. I appreciate that you did the anime glasses thing when I said that. Like,
Nice. You got to.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this campaign. It's gonna be fun.
so do we want to do character introductions first, or do you want to tell? Do you want me to tell you where the galaxy is now?
Let's do setting first and then characters. I think that sounds good.
All
Yeah.
right. So, this game is set roughly 10 years after the end of Episode 9. The Emperor has been defeated. The fall of the First Empire happened. Rey made her way to Tatooine, where she claimed the name Skywalker. She
Nice.
has now since decided to rebuild the Jedi Order on Tatooine. The new Jedi Temple actually being at the same site as the Lars family farm. But 10 years is a long time. A lot can happen. In that 10 years, the Republic has taken back control and grown a bit bigger. They are now the People's Galactic Republic, and they have reclaimed the seat at Coruscant as the center of the Republic. Coruscant being a core. No, is Coruscant inner rim or core?
Their core world.
Core, which is one giant fucking city. Fucking city. The People's Galactic Republic is currently being led by Minister Dameron,
Nice.
and they have two main goals. The first is there is an outreach program set for any former or current First Order members, and is a rehabilitation program led by Captain Finn.
Nice.
Currently, he's going around the galaxy, like finding former First Order troops or stragglers of the current First Order, and weaning them away from that. Also, the Republic has decided they are going to start exploring the deep core.
Nice.
Now, I'd mentioned the First Order. They have been rebuilt. It's been 10 years. It's been a lot of time. They're currently mostly headquartered on the planet of Ryloth, which is the homeworld of the Twi'lek. And they're led now by Grand Chancellor. Words are hard. Grand Chancellor Pal Orada. He has rebranded the First Order a bit, as currently their prime words are hard. Their prime objective is to eliminate all Force users.
Hmm.
His rationale was he saw the downfall of the Empire, he saw the downfall of the First Order, all at the hands of Force users. Every problem that has been a part of everything he's been a part of has been at the hands of Force users. Because of Force users, by Force users.
Makes sense.
Most problems in the galaxy tend to revolve around at least one.
Hmm.
But there are remnants around the galaxy as both the new First Order and the new Jedi Temple grow and spread their awareness through the galaxy. But then that brings us to our intrepid crew. If you would all like to introduce yourselves, with Kombucha going last because obviously he's not here right now.
Go ahead, Captain.
All right. I am Captain Vox Rendar. I currently fly the Wraithrider, and I am a smuggler. Pirate.
Is that all we're gonna get?
What else do you want to know?
That's fine.
Well, if you think that you can do better, then you go right ahead, okay?
All right. Well, I'm playing Otak Tikla. I am a Kamasi, which I'm gonna talk in my normal voice for now because otherwise it's gonna get he tree beard basically. Kamasi are basically very force sensitive, tall elves, I guess, if you want to describe them that way. They got long snouts and fur, and pretty humanoid. I'm like 6'10". I'm much taller than Vox, who is a very small bat creature.
How tall is Vox? Like,
So Vox is about 3'8", so very, very small.
Oh wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you were
Yeah,
literally half the height.
Mm-hmm. I am a Defil, so we are very, very small species overall. We look a little bit like wolves.
Yeah, tiny wolf people.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm a Force adept, Force user, Kamasi. Basically one of the last Kamasi because they have been destroyed by the First Order a long time ago. Probably at the beginning of their whole campaign. They're very peaceful. Even though I'm a Force adept, I'm not a Jedi, and I don't have a lightsaber because I am a pacifist, which is going to be very interesting. But yeah, very, very soft spoken, kind of a Rankin and Bass Christmas special narrator. Loves to just bring peace in his own way and try to preserve the memories of the Kamasi. The Kamasi have a special ability if you are connected with the Force in some way, they can share their memories. So Otak has the memories of all of his past, his people basically, and he wants to preserve that because he is very old. He's 88, which is pretty old for a Kamasi. They can live to be about like 100, 150-ish, but he's trying to find a way to preserve the memories of his people before he passes, whether it's like synthetic, whether it's, he's more so into like a lot of analog stuff. That's why I look like 70s space dad, but he's willing to, part with these memories onto somebody who is worthy. That's kind of his main goal. If it doesn't work out that way, then he's willing to explore some synthetic stuff, but he'd rather give it to somebody who is going to be, kind of worthy of all these memories. Also, when you get all these memories, you experience them firsthand, so it's incredibly painful, especially the more like into the Force that you are. You will experience the entire like genocide of the Kamasi and like every single person that was on that planet when they blew it up and stuff like that. So he probably hasn't revealed this to his newfound captain. He probably more so advertised himself as being an ex-ambassador and just a galactic history, and a social science buff of like knowing, who's who in the galaxy, what's what in the galaxy, to a degree. Obviously, he's not an ambassador right now. He's kind of like retired and just in that more so in that search of trying to find somebody. So I teamed up with Vox to have safe passage, protection, as well as, earn a little bit of money and keep exploring the galaxy.
Speaking of Otak's age, when you made your character, Did you add in the age modifiers?
I didn't because I put it right before the threshold before it would affect old age, I believe.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure where Kamasi had the line at.
I'm pretty sure it's like 90 something.
Okay.
I'm like right before that, so I was trying to make it so I didn't have to take a bunch of old people modifiers. Even though I'm not opposed to it, I've done that before. I usually play very characters with a ton of detriments, but
Well, I mean the first old age category is fairly simple. It's just -1, -1, -1, +2, +2, +2.
I might be at that, but I'll take a look at it later.
And last but not least,
Greetings. I am K0M-BUCH4. You can call me Kombucha. I am a protocol droid modified to be a coffee barista. I'm a hip droid in his 20-somethings who is just trying to make it in the busy, hustling world of modern life. May I interest you in an espresso roast? We make them fresh. I am designed, as you can tell by my appearance, to look like a barista. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I love everything that just happened.
Mighty fine to meet you again, Kombucha. I'm very glad that you're serving these beautiful hazelnut roasts directly to our lips here on this vessel.
He's another hand.
Two of them.
I agree, he does have two hands.
So earlier we had discussed that your group has been together around 6 weeks. How, where have y'all grown as a group in that time? I think this is a good time to decide, what bonds have been built, what friendships have grown, rivalries.
Probably not any rivalries that I can think of.
Yeah, I don't think there's any rivalries. I think Vox has been, she's been showing them around the Wraithrider, just trying to teach them whatever she can that she thinks will be important for them to know to help them run this fucking ship.
Would Vox let Otog basically set up his own little spot? It's basically like a woodworking shop in the corner of the ship.
Is it out of the way?
Mostly.
If it doesn't take up too much space, Vox is not going to mind.
Okay. There might be a couple of stray, Otog is very wise, but he can be sort of absent-minded when he's creating little ornithopters to hang from the ceiling and just little wooden dolls and stuff
then
like
this
that.
will be very interesting.
Got a bunch of plants. Where did you get those fucking plants? We're just on Tatooine. I found them. I found them from a moisture farmer. He's growing some fine tomatoes.
Okay.
He's been watering them for weeks. When do we tell him they're plastic?
Someday they'll grow and blossom into beautiful tomato plants. I feel like our Otog and Vox's relationship is just you hired me because I'm very strong, but I'm basically just tree beard. I'm very big, very wise, but you're not exactly sure when that's going to reveal itself. Could
Yeah,
be now,
I think
could be in 4 years.
I was going to say, I think Vox just sees this maybe slightly goofy, just a little goofy, calm person. Yeah. Just it's just not what she's used to. She's used to franticness and chaos. So this calm demeanor is not normal at all.
I try to impart kind of a calm aura over everybody else. Hopefully, helping to ease the tensions of my companion.
All right, and I'm done. Does the bot have anything to say?
I was just thinking about the fact that I also present a very calm demeanor to make my customers feel welcome. I don't feel any tension is possible on this ship.
Why, thank you. I don't know how my interaction is with kombucha. I think I would basically just I'd treat him like a person, but I wouldn't really. I don't know. I guess I would ask you your favorite recipes of coffee and whatever your favorite is. Just order that every day. And you being a droid is just special of the day is this. This is what is programmed by the galactic coffee bean. I was like,
Nobody has
I'll
updated
take
it in over 2 years. Have hazelnut again.
I'll take it. I love your hazelnut blend. It reminds me of the woods of Endor.
Is just everything secretly hazelnut?
Yes.
I would like a triple half-calf vanilla chai, whatever. Here you are, and it's just a hazelnut black coffee.
You're spoiling my secret.
Otak just doesn't say anything and just this is very special to me. Thank you so much for this brand new hazelnut coffee I've never had in my life. That's
Vox,
been their interactions.
Vox maybe has some regrets. I think. Admittedly, I think Vox frequently wonders if she made the right choice in choosing kombucha.
What was her purpose for choosing kombucha? Did she just fucking love coffee, or would she what was there more to it?
No, I was kind of thinking that it would be more so having a droid or just a robot in general will make things a little bit easier.
I just happened to be the one who was looking for work at the time.
He was also the cheapest.
There it is. That's the real answer. Did you buy kombucha or did you hire him? That's a kind of a good, I feel like a good moral question.
Yeah, I think isn't kombucha is their own person, right?
Kombucha is self-owned, yes.
Okay.
So then it would be hired.
Cool.
Which is just buying me over a longer period of time.
Like a mortgage?
You're financing kombucha.
Paying in installments.
Well, I feel more connected to my crewmates now, so I'm ready to fly when you are.
Before we take off, I need you to know that during the 18th century, coffee consumption declined in England, giving way to tea drinking. And although I personally do not enjoy tea, I am chock full of hot beverage facts that I think you will enjoy.
Well, I do enjoy myself a good fact every now and then.
Coffee is fun.
Hey, Captain, where are we going today?
I think we need to ask God about that one.
Dear God, it's your friend, Otar. Where are we going
Hold on,
today?
hold on. Hold on.
God is sending a text. One moment.
No, I've renamed myself. Check the name.
The Force? Beautiful. That's so good.
Fear the Force.
Oh, someone in chat asked if kombucha as a barista, how do you react to chaos around you? That's a good question.
Ooh.
How are you accessing the chat?
Twitch.
Oh, that makes it okay. The response to chaos is to, of course, grab yourself a glass of chamomile tea. Even though I hate tea, I admit the properties are beneficial to calming chaos.
That sounds mighty fine.
So, are we ready?
Yes.
So?
About as ready as a womp rat in front of a large hole.
That's fairly ready. All right. Y'all find yourselves on your way to Tatooine, where you have been hired to meet with someone.
Mysterious.
As you land at the starport, you notice that there is higher traffic than usual. Making your way to the cantina that you are to meet someone at, can I get... Can I get a wisdom check from
Why, yes, you can.
whoever wants to be the one leading the party through the streets of the city?
Nope, would not be me.
I'm not the captain. You do not pay me enough. This is above my pay grade.
Vox,
Yeah,
looks
we'll go
like
with
you're
that.
the one rolling the wisdom. Just your wisdom mod.
Yes. So that is a 14.
Okay. You were able to navigate the streets of this Tatooine outpost fairly easily, making your way to the cantina, very little issue. Your crew, in tow. No one got lost.
Good.
As you make your way into the cantina, you see that there is a circular bar in the center with seats, obviously bar stools around, but seats are on the wall behind, and a stage up off to the side in one of the walls. There are open spots at the bar, and there are a couple open tables. Where would your group like to go? Do you stick together?
Yes.
Yeah. Vox is going to want to make her way towards probably somewhere between where the stage is and the door that they entered.
Okay.
Kind of yeah.
Okay, so there is an open booth over in that area. As you sit down, a service droid comes over, asks for if you want anything to drink or to snack on.
Who's sitting next to who? Because there's got to be two people next to each other in the booth. I just want to start understanding the dynamics of this group here.
That's a good question. Yeah, there's 4 spots in this booth. Who's sitting where?
I'm probably sitting next to Vox.
Okay, if the two of you are sitting next to each other, then who's sitting on the inside?
Ooh.
Probably Vox sat down first, and then Otak just sat down next to her, and she had to move over.
100%. But here's the thing: Vox definitely sat there for a minute. What do you really want me to? Okay, fine, I guess. And just
Otak said nothing during that interaction. He just smiled and was like.
So there was probably a good 45 seconds where Otak was sitting on Vox, essentially.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Vox.
Who we're trying to meet here, Captain? This seems to be quite the seedy establishment.
Do we know?
So you are meeting with you are meeting a representative of an unknown organization named Sin Dal.
Would I know anything about this, in my databanks?
Also me.
Outside of just the, hey, you're meeting someone for a job?
Yeah, just rumors about the organization, anything that I might be hip to in my
So the organization was never specified, hence unknown organization.
Oh, okay.
when Sin Dal reached, wrote, I was about to say roached, reached out, um, the initial message read along the lines of, "My employer is looking for,"
Okay.
and things along those nature. Uh, you have been hired to transport cargo. That is the most you know.
Would I know anything about the name Sindal? Can I try to?
Yeah, I was going to
Thank you.
ask the same thing.
Um, give me
Knowledge galactic lore.
actually here's how I'm gonna determine this. How would each of you have determined to have extra information about this person?
Probably just through memory. Or any of
I
my ancestors' memories.
I will say, without spoiling too much of Kabuchi's backstory, he would be in a unique position to pick up on rumors of like shady goings ons.
Yeah, and I was going to say that Vox knows people just from being around, so probably could put in a few calls, ask around, see if anyone knows what that name means.
Okay. So in that case, from Otak, can I get? Yeah, let's do a galactic knowledge check for you. I think we're gonna rely on galactic knowledge for your Kamasi memory checks.
Yeah, that makes sense. 18.
18. Okay. For Vox, can I get a gather information check?
That is a 12 plus 8, so 20.
20.
Hell yeah. We're real good at knowing stuff.
Oh yeah.
And for kombucha, depending on how you want to go about it, I need either a computer use or a gather information check.
Cool. I have computer use as a skill. Let me roll that.
Okay.
So modified, that's a 22.
22. God damn. I would just like to note, the rolls literally went 18, 20, 22.
Nice.
Y'all. Okay, so, through different means of acquisition, you all have actually come across similar bits of information about this name. The person Sin Dahl, so it's SIN space DAHL. There have been reports of this person. They are what is essentially a professional middleman. They, through the years, have been hired by numerous different people to act as a liaison from, one either person or organization to another, irregardless of the legality of the situation. The spice flows through Otak. But here's the thing. Are you all going to compare notes? Or are you going to keep your specific information to yourselves?
Vox would share it.
Yeah, I would probably be like, if Vox was like, "Yo, this might be seedy," Otag was like, "I think somebody might have encountered a Sindal in the past who may be matching the description of somebody who may be a bit seedy, if you will."
Someone who I met once heard that this individual was indeed rather seedy and involved in shady activities.
So here's something that the three of you notice as you compare notes about Sindal. None of you can agree on their species, their gender, their age, their height. Through whatever meaning and determination, you've each come across essentially a different person doing this same job under this same name.
Well, that's mighty confusing.
It could just be various people going under the same name.
I agree.
Yes, the James Bond theory.
Who?
An ancient fictional character, from what I have heard, or perhaps a future one.
This is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, so that is very much a future character. Kombucha is a time traveler, confirmed.
My backstory, no! You spoiled it, God.
I accept you the way you are, Kombucha.
You're all right.
Totally not going to now bring in the Doctor and make an entire just Doctor Who episode out of it.
Wait, who's that?
It's the one thing he wiped from his memory banks.
As you're sitting there discussing Sindal, can I actually hold on? Can I get spot checks from everyone?
Yes, you can. 16 plus 9.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
8.
19.
25.
So
I see everything.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
So I'm gonna start with how Vox experiences what's just happening now. Well, the three of you in the booth, Vox and Otak are on one side, Kombucha is on the other. Within a flash, just less than seconds, there is now someone sitting next to Kombucha across from Otak. At no point did Vox see them walk up, sit down. They just appeared right there. Otak and Kombucha flat out saw this person staring down the table, watched them, bob and weave through the crowd to get over there, and watched this person clumsily sit down in the booth next to Kombucha.
I think there'd be a split second where Otak's drinking his hazelnut coffee that Kombucha gave him. He's just like, "Oh, looks like they're here," and just continues drinking the coffee. Where Vox is like, "What? Huh? Who? Where?"
Yeah, I think Vox is actually going to be a little startled and just kind of do one of those motions where they kind of get up a little bit and put their hand, on their hip, just hold on a second here.
It doesn't help that just being in such close proximity to a stranger triggered Kombucha's like barista protocols, and there's a loud greetings. I am.
Would you like some fresh hazelnut coffee, stranger? It's a mighty fine roast that kombucha is blended up from Bespin.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
I'm really imagining when the person sat down and kombucha was like, "Greetings!" Like the jizz band just stopped.
I was just like, what's happening?
No, so there is now currently a hooded figure sitting at the table with you, and actually slides two very small glasses across the table, one to Otak and one to Vox. There is one glass left in front of the hooded stranger. They pick
So
it
I'm
up.
gonna do. Oh, okay. Can I sense motive using enhanced sense through the force?
Sure.
Let's see what the hell this guy is all about. So I do a check. Basically, I roll a sense motive check, and I also get it adds a force bonus to any of these following checks. Result of the enhanced sense gives you a bonus, basically. So I roll sense motive. 8 plus 9 is 15. Is that right? Is that 8 plus 9? That's not right. 8 plus 9 is 17?
17.
Yes.
Plus 4.
The plus 4 is the force bonus, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you reach out with the force to, you almost feel as if you've run face first into a wall.
Ow.
You have felt this before. They have been shielded. But with the 17 that you rolled,
That's the number. Smart.
We'd get there
I'm
eventually. It's fine. But with the 17 that you rolled, what you've learned is that, well, like from their body language, that they don't seem to be. There isn't like a threatening feel coming off of them. They've put the glass up to kind of cheers to the two of you, and they're essentially just waiting.
I think Otak will look at Vox and very, very knowingly just be like, "It's okay." Just picks up the glass and like clinks the glass
Clink.
very gingerly and like takes a little sip and puts it back down.
How big is this glass? Like, is it like a shot?
It's a normal sized shot glass, which for 3'6" Vox is probably the size of like a tumbler.
Yeah. Yeah. So Vox will will also pick it up and just kind of give a little clink and then take a small sip.
So as the both of you take very small sips, the stranger puts the shot glass to their mouth, shoots it all the way back, in the process their hood falling off behind their head, and they slam the glass down, and in front of you is a female Twi'lek. Can I get a spot check, though, from all three of you?
25.
2.
I dumped a lot of points in the spot.
23.
So
It's also a wisdom check.
Kombucha's very distracted with something. Maybe the jizz band started playing again. You know, Kombucha
The
just
what band?
jizz, Jizz, jizz. It's the most popular form of music in Star Wars. You know,
I
do
was
do
not aware
do
of
do
this.
do 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 do. It's called jizz.
I really
About
didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, George Lucas could have easily just called it jazz, 'cause it's jazz. But no, he decided jazz wasn't space enough. So he called it jizz.
I did not. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, let's keep going. Just
do, 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 do. Jizz.
Fox looks over at Kombucha, who is just staring off into the distance.
Do you think he shut down? Do we need to do a hard reset on our
Do we
friend
need
here?
to turn them off and then turn them back on again? Is
We
that
might
a
have
thing
to
that we
turn
can
them off
do?
and turn them back on again. It might be.
finish downloading database entry for Jizz. Processing complete.
Oh, there we go.
The other two of you notice, though, this Twilight girl seems to be just in her late teens. And unlike most Twi'lek, actually has 3 tentacles off of the back of her head, which are braided together. So,
Assume you were the one called Sindal.
sure, we can go with that.
All right.
So, you're the ones that we hired. Alright, cool. Fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine. You're fine.
I'm
This is great.
sensing disappointment.
No. Give me a sense motive.
That is an 18.
You get the feeling that, yes, she is disappointed, but it's nothing personal. Like, that's just kind of like her default setting. So, I was supposed to have a package to give to you to transport, and it's not here. So,
Captain, what do you want to do here?
Where's the package? You just don't have it.
she reaches into her cloak and pulls out an envelope and sets it down in the center of the table. Well, the mechanic was supposed to bring it here before you showed up, and I was supposed to collect it from him. But since you're here first, slides it over to Vox. Take this. There's a mechanic on the opposite side of town. Little junk scrap dealer. He should have everything ready by the time you get there.
Okay. So Vox is going to take the envelope and open up, look at the contents.
So inside there is a letter essentially saying like, hey, you know, you're promised this much to have things done by this point, as well as a QR code on the letter.
Nice.
Great. Makes this easy, I guess. All right. Anything else? You want me to, like, is there anything else that we need to do here?
Like in the bar here. I mean, if you want to get the next round, you can. Like, those cost me 15 credits apiece.
Is this not a time sensitive thing that you need to get done?
Well, I thought it was, but he's not here. So, who the fuck knows anymore?
That could mean any number of things.
Yes, it could, my robot friend.
It appears that we must go investigate.
How about this? Go get the package from the dealer, the mechanic, whatever he's calling himself now. Go get it from him. He'll have the directions to where it needs to go. Take it there. I'll guarantee an extra 5,000 credits at the end. Sound fair?
It's up to the captain. Captain?
5,000 guaranteed.
Well, I mean, on top of what we're already gonna... Yeah.
Obviously.
If you only want 5,000, we can renegotiate. That's fine.
Nope. And Vox is going to start to just kind of stand up.
Otag looks at Vox slowly and nods, and then stands up.
Kombucha does the same, just kind of and stands up.
It was mighty fine to meet you finally, Sindel. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
I won't. But I'm gonna go to
Dispensing
drunk.
coffee. Here is a coffee.
Where did that come from?
From him.
Your protocol droid just dispenses coffee?
I have an espresso machine built into my torso.
Oh.
Coffee Buddy 3000.
That is correct.
She calmly takes the coffee and just like sets it under her nose.
Smell the rich tones of mocha and vanilla combined together to make a pleasant drinking experience. It's hazelnut.
Bespin hazelnut coffee.
Before we head out,
Yes.
who is all of this for? Like, who's the client?
Oh, you'll meet him when you drop everything off.
You can't just tell me?
No, I wasn't
No?
paid to.
Are we in danger?
Are you asking me or are you asking her?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm asking Sindel. And if you lie, I'll know.
I mean, aren't we all a little always in danger? Isn't life just dangerous? Isn't that the fun of life is the danger, the adventure, the experience? Also, we're paying you.
It appears you are avoiding my question, so I assume
Yeah.
that yes, we are in danger. Thank you for answering.
I was
You're
programmed
still
to
here.
say that danger is my middle name.
All right, looks like it's time to leave.
Sets the
Captain.
coffee down on the table. Look, I can't tell you more. God, just go.
All right, well, you have a great rest of your day, Sindel. I hope you
Vox
enjoy
is
that
all-
hazelnut coffee.
Vox is already halfway gone. Like, Vox has left by now.
All right, we're going.
So for those of you that were like the three of you that are wondering why I just did that,
I saw the check.
okay, yeah, somebody cashed in double dabs, so I had to work it in somehow.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Here we are, Tatooine. Captain. Did you pack some light clothes, perhaps some refreshments for this journey ahead of us?
Vox just kind of looks down at her very furry, very covered body.
I'm in the same boat.
I think I'm going to be okay. As for snacks, you know where the pantry is. You've asked 1,000 times already.
I know. I love the woodwork of that pantry that we have. Fine, supple oak. Whoever crafted that pantry is clearly a master craftsman.
Dispensing biscotti.
Oh, well, thank you, my friend. Did we get there?
Give me a wisdom check to whoever's leading the party,
That would be our captain.
Yeah.
or survival if you have points in survival,
Oh, I do.
I do as well.
because survival can be used to navigate like when you're on the ground. So
I got an unnatural 20, so.
oh,
Unnatural
yeah.
20.
So yeah, you're good. You're gonna be able to make your way over to the junk shop. Before we get into that, there is something I forgot. There are 3 special mechanics that are going to be available to you as players throughout the course of this game.
Nice.
And I forgot to go over these at the very beginning, so I want to do that now before I forget.
Nice.
So let me pull this up because I have them written down. And by written down, I mean I DM'd a friend of mine on Twitter and be like, hey, does this sound dumb? And they were like, no, this sounds awesome. Do it. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, the 3 special mechanics. This first one actually will involve the 3 of you plus audience participation.
Oh.
We are going to have what are called smuggler points. Smuggler points work essentially where if any of you, and that's included like audience, you players, think that someone did something exceptionally cool, you can vote to give them a smuggler point. Smuggler points can then be cashed in to get advantage on a roll.
Nice.
But here's the thing. Smuggler points stack.
Oh.
So if you like rack up like 5 smuggler points, if you want to spend all 5 on one roll, that's fine. At that point, you roll 6d20 and take the best roll.
Nice. I like that. That's fun.
Here's the other thing, the other side of it though. By spending 2 smuggler points, you can give a target disadvantage.
Nice.
And those stack as well.
Very nice.
So for every 2 points you spend to give something disadvantage, it has to roll an additional die and take the lowest.
Now for those, can
Hell
we
yeah.
like together spend points?
Yes.
Like as a team, can we just throw like all of our smuggler points at something?
Yeah, if you have
Okay.
if you have. So here's the thing though. You can do that, but you can't like split them up. So like say Otak and Kombucha each have 1 smuggler point. You can't both spend your points and then a target gets disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be a 2-for-1. Like, you spend 2, they get 1. You spend 2, they get 1. Like,
Okay.
But also, smuggler points can be cashed in for credits.
Ooh, okay.
Each smuggler point can be cashed in for 5,000 credits in game, which can only be spent on upgrading your ships. Like, if you end up with multiple, if you end up with a goddamn space station, like, I don't know where this story is going to go, to be entirely honest.
Hopefully there.
Yeah.
But you can cash in smuggler points to get like extra credits to spend towards those things.
Nice. Okay.
Now you 3 At any point during any of the sessions, one of you can be like, I think that deserves a smuggler point. And if the other person agrees, then you get a smuggler point.
Cool.
But the audience gets one each stream.
Sweet.
Like, they can vote on one person getting a point each stream.
All right.
Next is what I'm calling the cinematic moment.
Oh yeah, these are cool.
This is not linked to a player, but it's linked to your character. Each character will get one cinematic moment per arc of the story, pending how many arcs it ends up going. When you cash in the cinematic moment, you just take control of whatever the scene is. As long as your character can feasibly do whatever you say, just fucking go for it. I'm not the one in control anymore. There's no rolling, there's no arguing. You just tell me how the rest of the scene plays out. Full stop.
Nice.
There is a catch. You cannot cash in your cinematic moment to save your character's life. If it looks like they're going to die, they still have to die, but they go out as epically as you want them to.
Nice.
Okay.
Last but not least, this one's a little confusing, but I'm going to type it up better for y'all in a document. I'm calling it combat flow. If when we get into combat, if anyone rolls a minus or a nat 1, the opposing side will add plus 1d4 per d20 roll, and these stack. So, like, say you guys are finally facing off against the big bad. The big bad rolled a nat 1. Y'all get plus 1d4 to all of your d20 rolls.
Nice.
The big bad rolled another nat 1. You all now get plus 2 d4 to all of your d20 rolls. But the moment one of you three rolls a nat 1, that bonus goes away, and now the enemy gets plus 1d4.
Nice. Okay, that's cool.
And then it's the same for nat 20s. If one of y'all roll a nat 20, you all get plus 1d4.
Nice.
If the enemy rolls a nat 20, but see, like, one side can only have a bonus at a time,
Right.
and it keeps
That's
growing or shrinking, depending on the flow of combat. But I found that I actually have to thank TikTok for that one. There was a creator on there who was like, I want to turn D20 more anime, and came up with that. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, I'm going to be running a Star Wars game soon. Do you care if I use that? And he's like, no, just do it. Please do.
Yeah. That's
That is
fun.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Definitely makes it bigger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that all plays out.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
But with that said, you all have made it to the junk dealer. The building itself is pretty nondescript. Like, it looks like most other, sandstone buildings on Tatooine. But you notice behind it a very large fenced-off junkyard.
Does Vox see anything of value, just at a glance?
Give me a spot check.
So that's 15 total.
There's a handful of things you can see through the fence that are like, oh, that might fetch, a handful of credits. Or that might go nice on the ship, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Nice.
Fox is going to keep that in mind. um, do we see anyone, like the mechanic or person we were supposed to meet?
There is no one of note outside.
What's the play here, boss? You think we should knock on the door?
I would say that would be the normal reaction to finding out someone is inside. Yes, let's do that.
Quiet. That sounds good. I'm gonna give it a rap-a-tap-tap upon the mahogany door here. Ooh, that's nice.
I love how we've just accepted, like, coffee, mahogany, earth. This is fun. Like,
I'm from a jungle planet, so.
and I'm sorry, I can't hear the word mahogany and not think DBZ abridged. Mahogany. Mahogany.
If you are done fondling the door, I am programmed in over 15 different ways to knock on this planet that are pleasing to the ear.
Oh, we'll go right
I am
ahead,
fine-tuned. Please allow me.
Go ahead, my friend. Oh, that's a nice knock. If it was audible, I'm sure it would be very pleasing to my ears.
It was a lovely rhythm. I'm sorry that it was out of your range of hearing.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for that.
A couple moments pass after Kombucha knocks on the door before it slowly and very creakily opens. And before you is a pit droid. Do we need a picture of what a pit droid is?
Please.
Okay. Well,
I am ignorant to this world despite my vast banks of knowledge.
doop.
Dumb series. I love that. DUM. Dumb series pit droid is what Wikipedia calls it.
Yup.
I love it. I'm dropping it in the chat for all of our fellow Star Warsians. Well, hello there, buddy.
Oh,
How
those
are you
things.
doing today?
Boop. Me.
I'm sorry, Kombucha, would you be able to perhaps translate what this young droid is saying to us?
Yeah, is this binary that this picture is speaking?
Me.
God? God, is this binary?
Appears God has been replaced by a duck.
Oh no! Oh no! It's all
Quack.
gone so wrong.
Quack, quack, quack.
Happens more often than you think.
Agree.
Because I do speak binary.
No, it is actually not speaking binary.
Okay. Okay.
It is just staring up at Utok. Just, meh.
Can you take me to your leader, I suppose?
Meh.
Lack of a better word.
Meh.
All right, lead the way.
The pit droid like kind of turns on its heels 180 and just kind of walks in. Do you
I guess we follow.
After you, Captain.
Fox goes in.
The pit droid kind of like meanders you through like, I don't want to say like hallways of junk, but you know how like sometimes in like severe hoarders houses they have like hallways carved out of stuff. It's that, but just like trash.
Nice.
Like scrap.
My metal friends. Oh.
Finally you get towards the back and you see someone with a welding mask down, just working on a small white almost plasticky like box, roughly the size of like 2 shoeboxes side by side.
Nice.
And the little pit droid turns around, looks at you, looks back to the guy. Boss. Boss. Customer. And then just walks away. Can I get
Keeping that.
either a computer use, a knowledge robotics, or a repair check from anyone?
With computer use, I've got a 19.
I'm leaving that to the droid.
Yeah, computer use, I got a 7. Or, yeah, 7.
Pit droid don't normally talk.
This is weird. Not to be judgmental, but this is weird.
Does kombucha actually like say that?
Yeah, like they do not normally talk. They normally do not have advanced speech, even to the point of saying boss and customer and man.
The pit droid, like the head just kind of like pivots and looks at you and meh.
Well, never mind all that. Boss, I think we have some business to do here.
Yeah. And then with that, Vox takes the letter out of her pocket and walks up to where the person is standing, working on the box. All right. I'm here. You got whatever it is you gotta deliver. Come on. You don't have all day.
What? Huh?
I think he is speaking pit droid. Shall we try to communicate with him? What?
Meh?
What?
Guys, I got this.
It
Ma?
appears that our communication attempts are quite futile.
What do you all want? Why are you in? What do you want?
How big is this person?
As he removes his visor and hops from his stool, you notice that you're roughly the same height.
Okay.
Like you might actually be maybe like an inch taller.
Are they a Jawa?
No. In front of you is an Aqualish.
Okay.
But specifically this one has dwarfism. They're the ones that have like the spider like looking mounds in the front of their face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who are you? What do you want? What you want?
We're here for the delivery. We gotta make a pickup, take it somewhere else. Sindal sent us, and Vox is going to kind of gesture the letter towards the person.
I've still got like 12 hours left before I gotta deliver that. What are you talking about?
12 hours?
Yeah, it's not due until... And like, as he says that, he looks down and says, fuck, it was due 3 hours ago.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Y'all here for the box?
Is there any way we can maybe assist you?
No, I mean... I hope I'm still getting paid.
I hope I'm getting paid for this.
I'm just here for the ride.
Look. I still need certain parts for a locking mechanism. I was gonna go meet with this Jawa crew. You want to come with?
Is it going to be dangerous?
I mean, it's Jawas. Usually, no.
All right. What do you say, boss?
If it gets us paid faster, let's do it.
Here,
Do it
here.
fast.
If we're assisting you, we would like 10% of your pay.
The fuck you do?
Worth a shot. Dispensing coffee.
Actually, hold on. Actually, give me a diplomacy check.
Gives up
No,
immediately.
give me a diplomacy check.
Alright. Hold on. That's a 17.
Well, shit. Okay. Hold on. Wait. So I gotta re. The fuck you do? But shit.
It would only be fair.
It is additional work for us.
5% and we get a deal.
7.
6.
6.5.
6.3.
Dispensing coffee. 7.
You can't go back up. That's not how this
It's a lot.
works.
It's delicious. 7.5. Deal.
The
Thank you.
You
captain
keep
says
going
that's
up.
the best way to negotiate.
Give me another diplomacy check.
I love this.
14.
Fine, 7.5. But that's my final offer.
Done.
Seems like a reasonable gentleman. Box, do you think we're going to run into any danger out there?
They're Jawas. What sort of damage could they possibly do?
No, I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. I want to let you know real quick that I did not spend any of my 2,000 credits because I forgot, and I do not have any weapons, and I wasn't ever going to buy any weapons anyway because I'm a pacifist.
I forgot to.
So I just have like fat stack of cash in my pocket and no items.
Great. So Box has a blaster pistol and a fucking vibro dagger. We're gonna do great, guys.
This is
I wasn't gonna buy any
fine.
weapons anyway, so we're good.
Ah, boy.
Don't worry. Worst case scenario, I'll just whisper into their brains and tell them that it's all gonna be all right, and then that'll stop them from fighting.
I can heat my coffee up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit and cause very severe burns.
Oh my god, we should actually before the next session, you and I are gonna work out like a steam attack for you or something. That's kind of perfect.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, come with me. You'll be my backup. We'll go meet those Jawas. Then we can get the locking mechanism all in place, and we'll be good to go.
Well, sounds mighty fine to me. Lead the way, my new friend. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Monk. My name's Monk.
Like the television show Monk?
The HoloNet show? Yeah, no, I loved that show. It was great.
Yeah.
Sure, but James Bond is a reach.
Look, we just confirmed that apparently the USA Network exists in Star Wars, okay? Like,
I've been watching reruns of Monk for the past 5 years.
Love Tony Shalhoub.
Great performances all around. Wow. I'm glad we're bonding over our favorite comedy sitcom on our way to find out, to get some parts, I guess. I'm not 100% sure.
I really think you should have won more tiny little golden droids.
He was
Yeah.
very good in wings.
and marvelous Mrs. Mabel.
I haven't seen that one yet. I don't have Prime.
Galaxy Quest was a little too on the nose.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, as you're in the speeder with Monk and his little pit droid, um, you never asked the pit droid's name, and like they are sitting quite dejected in the seat next to Monk.
Otog would have asked during the ride. He probably would have asked during the ride.
The pit droid's designation is G177,
Nice.
and after the droid designation G177.
Well,
And
all right.
Monk then says, "Yeah, but I just call him Git."
Well, nice to meet you, G177.
Sorry, you can call him Git.
I know.
Please don't.
It doesn't seem to like that very much. Hey,
Ah.
boss, what do you think of Tatooine?
Vox is not paying attention.
All right. Well,
This is the least interesting thing that Vox could possibly think
all
of.
right. Well, trying to bond with my captain, but she doesn't seem to be approachable right now. So I guess I'll just stay silent the rest of this fucking ride.
I will approach you.
Are we riding or are we walking?
You're in a land speeder.
Oh, the Vox is probably taking a nap, honestly.
It has been a long day.
You seem tired. Dispensing coffee.
I'm gonna say that I have a blanket on me. I'm gonna use part of my 2,000 credits to have a blanket, and I put the blanket on Vox. It's
Okay.
a nice woven with a southwestern pattern, handcrafted. Just put it over Vox.
It
That's
has
very-
it has a very nice, like, semi-authentic southwestern pattern. You can very much tell that it was made by a white woman in like her like mid-40s.
Okay.
Okay, I was trying to go for a nice handcrafted, authentic. But anyway,
It's still
we're there.
handcrafted.
It's authentic to somebody.
Oh, come on, we all know that person.
yeah.
So as you arrive to the Jawa crawler, can I get spot checks from everyone?
Yes, you may. $18.
Yeah, I got a 4.
24.
Nice.
All right. Otak and Vox notice that the Jawa crawler, the giant like crawler thing, is currently under attack. There's
Maybe
a
we should
small
come back
band.
a different time.
There's a small band of Tusken Raiders shooting at some of the Jawa as they're like leaning out the windows to try and like throw stuff at the Tusken Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Everything seems fine.
I mean, Monk is not slowing down.
Right.
Well, perhaps we should come back maybe a little later when this is not going on.
What you talking about?
I just gesture at the Tusken Raiders. It appears violence is happening.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've realized this or not, but these two aren't much of a fighting crew.
I can do the coffee thing. It is hot.
I'm here for galactic lore and historical knowledge.
Hmm.
And to tell you stories about White Christmas Eve when Santa Claus and his fine young reindeer.
What's a Christmas?
It's fine. We'll get into it later.
Is that like Life Day?
You are correct. Yeah.
I will say there is Christmas in Star Wars. They did a whole movie about it.
That's
I
true.
think it was technically Life Day.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a Life Day
yes,
special.
it was Life Day in the
Yeah.
movie, but it was also called the Star Wars Christmas Special.
Oh, that's true.
No, it was just a holiday special, wasn't it?
I thought
What
it
is the
was.
holiday special?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
don't
thought
think
it
they
was.
mentioned Christmas.
Ah.
This is the of all Star Wars shit. This is the only thing I'm knowledgeable about.
That's true. I'm going to discontinue any talk about Christmas as we are speeding towards a battle, and Otak is looking very like I don't want to fight these people.
As Monk is still just driving away, he turns to Otak and goes, I don't know, maybe you can tell him a story or something.
Boss, help me.
We need this part if you want to get your package out there.
Look,
There ain't no
Otak.
coming back later.
there ain't no coming back later. Otak. Clearly.
All right. It appears that is the case.
Can you can you just stand back? Can you kind of chill by the sidelines, or
Well, I'm gonna have to get close if I want to tell him to stop.
I gotta Google something real quick. Hold on.
So, very quickly, my telepathy skill can go up to 1,000 meters. However, it makes it much more difficult to link to their minds.
okay?
I could try to tell the leader to basically like run away. That would be my only the only thing I can do in a fight is to through psychic abilities negotiate a ceasefire. That is what I'm here for.
Fox is gonna look up at Otak. Can't you make yourself look, big and scary? You're, big tough guy. Can't you just trick him? Use your silly mind thing.
Trickery is not something that I'm a fan of. I much more prefer to speak to them directly. It seems to be more effective to disengage somebody by using I statements, telling them how you feel.
Fox is going to point out at the fight and say, "Do you really think they want to fucking talk right now?"
If we get close enough, they might listen. How far away are we right now?
I'd say about 200 yards.
Can I decipher which one is the leader Tuscan Raider?
So first, give me a spot check.
Can do. 14 plus 9. 23?
23? Okay. So you notice that out of the Tuscan Raiders, there are currently 6 of them. 5 of them seem to be riding these like odd bird-like creatures, whereas one of them is on the back of a dewback.
Okay. I'm going to assume the Dubek rider is the leader. This is a larger and more armored beast.
Give me What knowledge skills do you have?
Galactic lore and social science.
Give me a galactic lore check.
Okay. 9 plus 8.
17.
Yep, that's the one that I don't know. Specifically.
Honestly, do you want to know how I constantly remember +9? It's +10 -1. So 8 plus 10 is 18, -1 is 17.
You're right. Math is good and it's smart for your brain.
So, using the knowledge of your people, you are able to discern that there is actually a way that the Tusken Raiders wear their wrappings and like the way that they color coordinate how they get dressed to determine their role. And the one on the dewback is in fact their leader.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to attempt to use telepathy through the Force to tell the leader to stop. I have to exceed the target's will saving throw or DC 15, whichever is higher.
Man. So wait, so it's I have to roll a will save, and then you have to get higher than that, or you have to get higher than a 15.
Exceed the target. Basically, I have to get higher than a 15, or if their will saving throw is higher, then I gotta get higher than that.
So fun fact, I just rolled a 15.
Okay, so 15 is the target number that I have to beat. And then so I'm just rolling a use the force. Is there a use the force? Did I just roll D20 and add wisdom?
For skills. This is going to be a telepathy check.
Yep.
Which is going to be wisdom based.
Okay. I have faith.
Do you have points in the telepathy force skill?
I don't. I know as for a force feat, I get it for free because I get link.
Yeah, but then you can put skill points into your force skills.
Oh.
Yeah. Because your force skills are treated just like the same as skills. Yeah, it's essentially an extra skill.
Damn, I wish I knew that earlier.
If you want, right now, just double your wisdom modifier, and if you want to reallocate your skills before the next session, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably. Well, I know what I'll do. I'll because I'm not going to use treat. I'm not going to use treat injury, so I'll probably throw it in this. So I'll add.
Because you took the sense feat, right?
Yes.
So that gives you enhanced senses, far seeing, fear, see force, and telepathy.
Yes. Nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna add 2 to this roll. So I got 11 plus 5 plus 2. We made it. So the telepathy would work.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
Cease fire. I can only do basic commands.
Really, it just lets you do just basic commands?
You can exchange a single emotion or emotions and a single thought.
I mean, single thought can be more than just...
Such as go, help, or danger. But I am going to convey the emotion of calmness, so they're compelled to stop firing.
Okay.
And be less aggressive. Mind magic. This is why you hired me. This is my sole purpose.
So he rolled a 12. So you see him kind of lean back in his saddle, and he gives a "Hun!" and all of the Tusken Raiders stop.
Nice. We're going for a pacifist run. Undertale. Star Wars Undertale.
I mean, we can make that happen. Anyway.
No!
Hold on, I have to go make Flowey in Star Wars.
Oh, Jesus.
But as he does that, you were climbing down so wearily. You okay? It was like she was like afraid to go down each level.
Aw.
Mitzi. Hey, you okay? Oh, yeah, she just had to scratch herself. Okay. As you hurt, and they all stop. You see him kind of look around. You know that feeling like when someone looks right at you, but they don't fucking see you at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the Tusken leader just kind of went. Like, just
Nice.
right at. Just didn't see him. You hear him kind of give out a couple extra commands in Tusken, and they kind of start to fall back. And as the leader turns his dewback around, and they start to head off, that's around the same time that the land speeder catches up to the Jawa crawler.
Nice.
So you actually like kind of like pass each other.
There you go. All right, Captain. It's time for you to take it from here.
It's time for you to take it from here.
I'm very sorry. I don't want to interrupt you here, but that's very mean.
That was perhaps uncalled for, Captain Vox.
I don't pay either of you to think.
You pay me
Actually,
to look
that's
fine.
exactly what you paid me for. That's literally my only skill, is to think and to use the Force.
Vox is just going to give like a very long look over at Otak and just.
Otak just smiles.
Why do I feel like Vox's just like default setting is just exasperated sigh?
Yeah.
Just internally, just constantly.
With a crew like this.
I think we're being fairly reasonable compared to past characters that I've played.
No, it
Oh,
is
I think
entirely just Vox's temperament. That's all it is. Vox is a very temperamental being.
Nice.
So not used to being around many people. That is also
Good thing I am a droid.
Good thing I emit a very calming aura.
and with this we're gonna keep going. Okay.
As you pull up and stop next to the Jawa crawler, the giant back hatch just
Careful.
and about 24 Jawas just like swarm out of the back of it.
Well,
Ah,
hello there. It's very nice to meet all of you. What are your names?
Don't ask each
What are all
individual.
24 of your names? Please tell us.
All right. This
Hey,
one might be up
private.
to you, Vox. I'm just here to make sure we don't get hurt.
I just want to get the parts so that we can get out of here and then get the delivery and then do the job.
All right. I'm sorry. I believe it was. May we have the part that we're looking for? Perhaps my new friend Monk can describe it to you.
As this Jawa on the front is just Monk, completely ignoring the Jawas, turns to Vox and hands her a small piece of yellow paper. Here, I gotta stay with the speeder so they don't, strip the damn thing. We can get back. So, I don't know. You all go inside and get my parts. This invoice should be good.
8%.
Give me a diplomacy check.
6.
15. We agreed on 7-5 end of story. Don't make it
5.
7.
7-5. Let's go.
So, Monk and G177 are going to stay with the speeder to make sure that the Jawas don't completely strip it down to just scrap.
That's fair.
Because they will. They will. They're like sand piranha.
That's adorable and terrifying.
Yeah. That is 100% Jawa. They are adorable and terrifying.
Vox is going to take the invoice and just kind of like hand it out to one of the nearest Jawa.
So the first Jawa takes the invoice, looks at it, and hands it off to the next one. That one takes it and hands it off to the next one. That one takes it, hands it off, and it just keeps going and going and going, and just more subtle dabs. Till finally it gets to like this one Jawa, like kind of in the middle. And you notice they actually have like a little bit of like embroidery around their hood. And like puts the invoice like right up to its face. And you just see it kind of wave.
It appears that one with the finely crafted hood wants us to approach it.
All right. We're on our way, and Vox is kind of gonna try to make her way through deftly as they can.
I'll just be like, "Excuse me, everybody. I need you to make us a path." I kind of just wave.
Pardon me.
Very tall over all of these Jawas. Please make a path.
How
It'll be a
tall
lot easier.
are the Jawas in comparison to Vox? Because I know that they're rather short.
Like pretty similar size, I think.
So it says right here, the average Jawa height is 1 meter.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I don't know how many feet that is because I'm American and I'm dumb.
Yeah, I converted everything to like.
That is roughly 3, I think.
Okay, so you are only a little bit taller.
Yeah.
Like you're roughly like a head above the Jawa.
Yeah, I was gonna say about half a foot.
There we go. 3.2 feet.
Nice.
According to Wikipedia, the tallest Jawa was 1.78 meters,
Oh.
Hmm.
which is weirdly tall for a Jawa, actually, yeah.
Is tall.
Yeah.
Yes. Huh.
Because that's pushing 4.5 feet, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's a tall-ass Jawa.
And that Joe's name, Ronnie James Dio.
They were, in fact... Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
5'5". What?
Pretty impressive.
Tall-ass Jawa.
Yeah.
Jawa, more like large wa. Ha ha. Be here all week.
Oh boy.
Y'all knew what you were getting into. Like, we're friends. Why are we friends? You, like...
Because we're all weirdos.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So you follow the one Jawa with the fancy hood into the
Sandcrawler.
Thank you. My brain just kind of stopped for a second.
The whole time Otag is complimenting the embroidery and threading on the hood. Craftsmanship.
As you're wading through the Jawa, though, can I get hold on. Okay, wait. There we go. Too far. Can I get either a sleight of hand check or just a dexterity check from everyone?
3.
9.
8.
Wow.
We were doing really good. Like, we were doing grossly good, and we had to fail these ones.
So
This is more familiar to me. Okay.
for Kombucha and Ochak, y'all haven't picked your gear yet, but get rid of 150 credits. It's just 100. Some random item was taken off of you.
As long as it wasn't my blanket that I use to make sure the captain is comfortable.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
150 credits is 150 credits, and I am made out of metal. Can I argue and say that they took a panel of me? A small panel of me, instead?
Yes.
A part of my left ass cheek is missing.
You're the one cheek wonder.
Oh boy.
Please do not call me that. There's still most of that cheek remaining.
And then Vox, just one random item out of your inventory.
Okay.
Pick something small at random.
They took an energy cell.
All right. They just needed a battery. It's fine.
I was gonna smoke that. Darn.
So you're led into the sandcrawler, and you're weaving through and through and through until the embroidery Jawa brings you into a room that almost looks like so it's a large room, but the area you walk into is like there's a fence like right in front of you. Have any of you ever seen like a quartermaster's office?
Yeah.
Where like you walk into the room, most of the room is behind a fence, and there's a little window. Like,
Yeah.
On the other side of that little window, there is a Jawa, but this time in black robes instead of the normal brown.
All right.
Galthwa.
Is that normal to see them in a different color robe.
Would I know about this?
Uh, what kind of knowledge knowledge skills do you all have readily available?
Yeah, so I've got oh crap, where is it?
Mine's
I
galactic
have
lore and social science.
yeah, I've got bureaucracy, world lore, and species.
Apparently, I don't have a knowledge. Did I not fill that part out?
I think you just might not have filled that part out.
Okay. I might just miss that. Hold on. I'm gonna look real
I
fast.
know for me it was skills that I chose, or rather that were chosen for me, given the manual.
Um, so in that case, for Otak, can I get a galactic knowledge?
You
And
got
for
it.
kombucha, can I get a species knowledge?
Okay.
Nice. 16 plus 8. 24.
I've got an 11.
Okay. You both would know that the black robes for Jawa is specifically a Jawa engineer.
Nice.
I relayed that information.
Grease and rust doesn't show up on black cloaks.
Nice.
Very smart.
As a word of advice, keep in mind that his robes are probably very filthy. Do not touch them.
The Jawa with the embroidery slides the invoice across the counter. And can I get a listen check from everyone? Because obviously you're in a sand crawler, so it's going to be a little on the loud side.
9.
I actually put points into this. 8 plus 9, baby.
What is that?
17, probably.
Yeah. And I got a 15.
Okay, so Otak and Vox, they hear this. Kombucha does not. I don't know, maybe like the sand crawler is like clanking at a certain frequency that just like buzzes in your head. But for the two of you, you hear kind of faintly, fuck, what do they want? Out of with almost a metallic sound.
Hello? Is there somebody else here? Perhaps a droid?
And the Jawa like looks over. No.
All right then. I thought I heard somebody say something else.
Right.
Could be.
You see it pull out from under its robes a little box hanging around its neck with a speaker on it.
Ah. Translator.
They call that Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
All right, Captain. Let's get this part and maybe mosey our way out of here. What do you say?
Yeah, that's what I want.
All right.
The Jawa takes its time, rummages around a bit, and eventually comes back with this mind-bogglingly intricate mechanism. And just clank.
Can Vox tell what it is?
Give me a computer use check.
12.
So it looks to be an electromagnetic lock. But that's what a 12 got you.
What would a 17 get?
So this is actually It is an electromagnetic lock, but it's also a dead latch lock. It is not meant to be opened after it's sealed.
This is indeed one hell of a lock.
Very interesting.
Vox is gonna turn to oh no, Monk's not with us, never mind. Huh. I want to try to see if I can figure out like if I can think of maybe a reason why Monk might need this. That's such a odd thing to have.
Give me...
Would it be like a sense motive almost?
Yeah, so I was going to say just a base wisdom check, but if you have points in sense motive, give me a sense motive.
18.
Okay. From the little experience you've had with Monk, but also like seeing, you know, the scrapyard and his workspace, Monk seems like a pretty crafty guy. Like he's gonna build things to the quote unquote specifications, but he doesn't half-ass anything. Like he only whole asses all the things.
Unlike
I
kombucha.
wouldn't know what that's like anymore.
Well, this is a very interesting development. We could ask our friend Monk, assuming that he's going to come back and give us a ride back to his encampment, considering
Assuming
we
he
don't know
did
the
not
way.
leave.
It might be a good idea to exit the sandcrawler and ask our new friend Monk.
Yeah, let's go.
So as you go to leave the sandcrawler, is there anything you want to do before you leave the sandcrawler?
I'm gonna thank the Jawas for their hospitality.
Dispensing coffee.
The Jawas are like, because like you complimented them and gave them coffee, so they're just like,
This coffee taste disturbs me. I must leave.
I think before Vox leaves, she's gonna just take like one last look around, like just inside, you know, the vehicle. I don't remember what they're called.
the sandcrawlers.
Yeah.
They're massive. Like they're like 4 stories tall.
I know what they look like. It's just I just don't remember the names.
That's fair. Yeah, so give me a spot check, because you don't really have time to like poke your nose into places.
Right.
But yeah, give me a spot check.
Oh, might come back something good. So that is 18. So that is a 23.
Ooh. Okay. So before you leave the one Jawa's like shop, um, you notice that they have a lot of valuable scrap. Like just from what you could see, we're talking like tens of thousands of credits.
Hmm.
Um, but you also notice, like right before you left the room, like as you turned around to leave, um, you notice there was an odd pile of what could only be ash, kind of off to the side a bit. It was fair. Like, there's no other piles of ash anywhere.
Um. Okay. You said that it was like while I was looking back, like where exactly in the room is like this pile of ash? Like
So
is it
like
by anything in particular?
so like when you turn around and you're facing the door to leave, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be like on the floor. Like just to your right, maybe like 6, 7 feet away.
Um, odd question. Is it smoking at all?
Not anymore. But you notice that the scorch marks around it are not old.
Hmm. Fox is actually going to point that out
To who?
to Otak. Well, and kombucha, but just kind of like sneakily if possible.
Give me. So technically, to like allude to something sneakily is a bluff check.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
So it's going to be your bluff, and then I'm going to need sense motives from Otak and Kombucha.
I got you. I think I got 20. Hang on. Dirty 20.
I got a 6.
I got 24. Kombucha, my man. Why?
Hey, you remember that last campaign we did where I was rolling real bad a whole lot of the time? I'm back, baby.
He's back.
You miss me?
Well, yes.
So yes, Otak notices Vox pointing out the ash. Kombucha is just
I'm listening to music.
Otag's just gonna kind of like nod sort of solemnly and just like continue exiting the vehicle. All right. Where's Monk at?
sitting in the speeder.
Should we kind of like hold up the part and just kind of go like, it appears it's time to skedaddle out of here.
He as you hold the part up, he notices like, yeah, haha! I knew you could get it. I knew you could get it.
I believe it was you who said that we would not be able to get it, but it's all right. I forgive you.
Look, I'm allowed to change my mind when things work out.
I think that's fair. All right, boss. Where to?
Well, we gotta head back. I can install that, and then y'all can be on your merry way.
Yeah, about this. And
Dude.
what what exactly are you using this for? This is something else.
Serious shit.
Some might say it's pretty heavy, man.
So, I was told once this thing gets locked, there's only one person in the galaxy that's gonna open it.
Who is that?
The person with the key.
I wasn't given that information.
All right. I guess we'll go and deliver this package, I suppose.
Yeah, where are we supposed to go? We weren't given any other information besides just come here, get the part, which I will say has taken a lot longer than I had originally thought would.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of my fault. It's hard to tell time when you're inside all the time and there's two suns.
Yeah, that makes sense. Listen, Monk, it's not your fault. You
No,
uh
it's not.
you lost track of time.
Thank
And
you for enabling me.
you're welcome. Yeah, it might be good to perhaps install some more clocks in your home.
Nah.
All right. Well,
Is there, sorry, is there a single clock or watch
he was wearing a
in the
watch
movies?
earlier.
So, Monk was wearing a watch, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever seen a character look at a clock or watch to determine what time
All
of
of
day
Star
it is
Wars?
in Star Wars.
I don't think there is.
Is there time? Let's not unpack this now. It's late.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
obviously there was time because it's a long, long time ago.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
So
yeah.
we know that much.
it's written on the tin. Yeah, it's fair.
Mhm.
Um, but if you want, so it is 10:29. We did say we'd play till about 10:30. Y'all are essentially just gonna head back to Monks and then leave Tatooine after that. Um, so it's not a bad spot actually to cut it. And then we
Do
start up. We
we
can
know what
start
this
up.
thing like looks like after he installs the lock onto it?
Yeah.
Is it giant? Is it small?
So it's about the size of two shoeboxes.
Okay.
Well, I guess four because it's two and two. Like if you had a cube of shoeboxes.
Okay.
But actually, if anyone has like technology knowledges or anything, like
Yeah,
give me
I got a computer use.
give me a check.
Sure. Da, da, da. 18?
So this thing is like biometric, like hermetically seals itself, like super locking it. It's a container. It is a hell of a container.
It's a container. It is one hell of a container.
Well, thank you, my friend. I'm glad that you're here to tell us about different boxes.
Something else that I can tell you is that when coffee reached North America during the colonial period, it was initially not as successful as it had been in Europe, as alcoholic beverages remained more popular.
Hmm. That does make a lot of sense. Captain, what is our do you know where we're supposed to bring this box?
We will get that information next
Thank you, Captain.
time.
Captain, you sound a lot like God. What are you not telling us?
Why is George Lucas speaking through your mouth?
What if God was one of us?
us.
Oh boy. Beautiful.
Ah,
All right. Um, so yeah, thank you guys for playing. Thank you, people, for hanging out.
hell yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I really like this character. Hopefully he's not too boring.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that pompadour. Holy shit.
Damn.
Ooh.
That's
Damn.
fucking Travis touchdown right now.
Looking good. Yeah, you need a lightsaber out
Yeah.
of anyone.
You need these glasses and a lightsaber.
I can't do this intentionally, but I mean, here we are.
Looks great.
Damn. You all got to witness this, viewers.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna hit that raid button.
All right, man.
So, game good. Game good.
Game
good.
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 That was a lot of fun.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. I think we have a really fun crew, and I'm really excited to see what happens.
I think so
Absolutely.
too. Yeah.
It's
The
gonna be-
personality differences are really
It's gonna make it very fun.
It is.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
very excited.
Oh, I cannot wait to see how this proceeds.
Super interested to see if we get into. I mean, inevitably we're gonna get into combat, but my skill set is very much so diplomacy and stuff like that. So I'm really interested to see what how that unfolds. Also, something very interesting, using force abilities takes my vitality. So I went from 8 to 5 using that telepathy.
Ooh.
Because it actually like I am slightly
What an asshole.
weaker or
Welcome on
injured because
in,
of
Cryptid Crew. How are you
telepathy, which
doing? Thank
is
you
kind
so
of
much
weird,
for
but it also
sharing
makes
your
I understand it
community
because
with me. I
it's
hope
like you
your
can't just
stream
keep
went
using the
well.
force and make it like super broken. So
Oh, sure. Sure.
yeah,
I just smacked my
So,
microphone. No big deal. Okay.
can't use it that much, but I got it.
No, there's
Food night.
there's stuff out there that can up your vitality
Oh,
so that
sounds like a lot of fun.
you'll have more
I have to
like a
get my
reservoir.
Monster of the Week stuff done.
And
no worries.
but
Thank you
yeah,
so much. Actually, y'all, I think we're
Alex
at a point where we
and
can call it. So
Ryan,
I am probably
Yes.
going to because I am tired
do your
and
inventories.
I'm an old woman.
Yes,
I will.
I don't
Yeah.
know that, but that is.
it's all gonna
where
be
we
very
are at. I
mundane,
am an
dumb
old
stuff, but I'm gonna do it.
boss lady.
No, that mundane dumb stuff is okay.
I know I have a blanket.
But in the folder I
Thank
shared
y'all so much for
on
hanging out with me.
a Google Drive,
Thank you so much for all the donations.
there
I had
actually
such
is a
lovely
book
time. We
that is the
really
arms and
did
equipment
so well
guide.
tonight. We
Okay.
will be doing one
And
more,
it's
training
literally just
stream, and that will
weapons
be
and gear. That's
tomorrow.
it. And it's a really good
Hold on.
book
Hello,
to like
yes.
look stuff
Hello,
up
yes,
for.
let me out.
I am gonna arm kombucha to the teeth.
We're going to be doing one more
Someone's
training
gotta
stream
have
with us tomorrow.
weapons.
Next week,
What
I am
class
off,
is kombucha
except for
again?
Sunday I
So
have my
kombucha
last
actually is
Back
just
for
a
Blood
diplomat.
sponsored stream, so I do
Okay.
hope that I will see you there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will
Very
have
cool.
a chance to win
So
So
we've-
arming him to the teeth is
a
not going to be the
Xbox
answer
Game
unless
Pass
he's got a very
6-month
American
free,
brand of
so
diplomacy.
Make sure
But
we did break $500. That's amazing.
So we've got a diplomat, a force
Thank you
adept,
so much,
and a
NLA.
smuggler.
I love you. I love you all so much.
Yeah.
And y'all already know what
Very
fucking
cool.
time it is.
That's a very good balance,
To
actually.
someone else
Nice.
who is live right
yeah.
now within the Underworld community, so that way
So I'm gonna go
we
make
can
dinner.
keep the fundraising
Oh,
going.
wow.
Oh,
Oh no, like
That's just how we do. Like y'all know
10:30,
it's a fucking show
11
for
o'clock has
somebody.
become
It's
like
free to
normal
drop a
dinner
follow,
time
it's
for
free to
me
paste
the last couple
Well,
weeks.
pasta, a raid message, like it's free
Well, it's
to
just
do
'cause
that.
I've been streaming a lot
Let's
at
move
night.
forward. Let's make other
Oh,
people
okay.
feel
And
good. Let's bring a little bit of joy
I
to
don't,
their day
like-
from our dark corner of the internet.
I'm not
okay?
hungry before I stream because like
That's what I'm gonna say about that.
I don't have
go
breakfast
gotta
until
go
like
Bossa Nova.
1 p.m.
oh,
So like
That's an old ass fucking like.
I wake
Y'all
up
actually know
at
what that
6,
is. I'm gonna
have
be
breakfast
surprised.
at 1, dinner at 11.
Mr. Balloon
like,
Hands.
I
Walk down
don't-
on the on the walkway.
I don't know what the
We
fuck
need
my
to be
daily
open,
schedule
fuck
is
you.
anymore.
You know what I'm talking about? No? No? Anybody?
Oh boy.
I don't
well,
know.
and enjoy your
Alright.
dinner.
enjoy your
Here we
dinner,
go.
indeed. Thanks for GMing. I'm super
Yeah.
excited for this campaign. And
Peace.
Character, like I said, hopefully he's not super boring.
I don't know
Well, so actually, that does bring up a really good point, though, that I want to
I
mention.
feel like I'm missing somebody. Hold on.
At any point,
Hold on.
if you just are tired of your character,
They are on.
let me know.
Here we go.
Either
Drinking out of
we
cups,
can kill them
singing,
off,
bitch, you're goddamn right.
or they can disappear for a little while for whatever reason,
Listen to me.
and you can bring in somebody new. And then if you
Let's do
want to go back to the old character, you have
Let's
that
do
option.
it, all right? Subraid.
Nice. I think that's cool.
Okay.
Also, the other two,
Regular
Ryan and
raid,
Amanda,
I
feel free
love
to
you.
literally
Listen, don't do
cut me
anything I would
off
do, even if
during
you do,
my
leave it after me.
any of my
I will see y'all
rants,
tomorrow.
my
I have a feeling
monologues.
this week can get
You
through
have
some
full.
more
Oh, wait.
and hopefully beat it.
Oh
If
yeah,
not,
I
we can always
figured you
use some
do,
fast on
but you
something
have full
else.
agency to
But I
do
love
so because
Yeah.
some of them will be
Free to be a
long-winded.
good
Not as
person.
long-winded as a
Make
bunch
sure
of
that
them
you
just
are as kind to
continuously
yourself
going
as
on
you are
for
to
no
others.
reason. I
Take a
will try to
moment tonight
curb
be
them,
patient.
but
Love yourself.
Well, I feel like
Appreciate
Otak would be
yourself
used
for
to the
who
two
you
of them
are.
cutting him off anyway.
Remind yourself
yeah,
of
and he's
something
like
small
polite
that-
where he'll like stop. Like Glenjamin is just like belligerent. I realized he was just a very belligerent frog person. And
So